with the basics because some people don't know how to post anything or how to find friends. So we'll go over that, and then we'll do some question and answers a little like the second half of the class. And then we do have a second class where we'll go a little bit more in depth, where we'll look at more different aspects of Facebook, like the marketplace. I know somebody asked for help with that, and just other stuff like rooms and stuff like that.
So if we don't have an account, should we be making one as you tell us,
Yes.
or we don't need it for this?
Well, because you're gonna want a Facebook account anyway to learn how to do everything.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm gonna make it alongside with you.
Okay.
Okay. So
Two different ones. Which one do you have there?
are you asking us, Meredith?
Okay. I have, okay, there's one Meredith, ss9@aol.com. Okay, and I'm not getting anything.
I'm sorry, Meredith, are you talking to us or are you asking a question off screen?
Yeah, I do, but I have to look. Yeah.
So I'm going to.
Okay, what's your email?
And unless you have a question, you can.
I can't hear you right now.
Okay, I'm going to mute everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think it should be a good time to start because it's about 2:05 here in New York. So I'm just going to share my screen, and also hello Rosa, welcome. Do you have a Facebook account?
Hello. Yes, I have it.
Okay. So I don't know, you probably joined in as I was explaining. I'm just gonna quickly go over how to make a Facebook account right now because some of us don't have one just yet, and then we'll go into privacy settings and a couple other how to make posts and stuff like that, and then we'll do question and answers. The second half we'll have more variety of stuff next class, but this is just the basic one at the moment. So let me just finish letting people in and I'll share my screen. Oops, that's the wrong button. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to share screen. So for those of you who don't have a Facebook account yet, this is obviously what you'll be looking at. And you're just going to click create an account. You're going to put in your information. So I'll put in mine. I'm just making a sample one. I'm going to put in the library number for that. Okay, we don't see anything. Okay, so yeah, so you're just putting in information. I would suggest putting in, if you're worried about the privacy settings, still put in information where you can, if just in case something happens, you can get a password reset or something later. And you don't have to worry, like, you can put in your birthday. You're not gonna have to, like, people are not gonna necessarily see your birthday. We can change those privacy settings later if you don't want people to know your birthday. But I would suggest try to be as truthful as possible when making your Facebook account. So this is all you really have to do to start.
Excuse me. So now those of us who don't have, should we, while we're on the phone with you, go open another page and like, how do we start it while we're still on the Zoom?
Just, yeah, do it as I'm doing it. So you can work on it right now.
Well, I mean, I don't have that that screen that you showed. It's not, I'm seeing what you have.
Yes,
Where
so
do
you
I
have to open up the web browser. So right now it might be full screen. So hit the escape button so it shrinks down. And you can put the screens side by side. And you can follow along as I do it. That's not the right one. So
the other way I would suggest that is that you can give the instruction first, and then people can try it on their own after the instructions. And when they have a question, they can ask you.
Okay, that works too. Let me
Yeah.
just finish making this real quick. So basically that's what you're doing. Like you just follow the steps that are on the screen. If you don't want to put a cell phone number, you don't have to. As you saw, I did. I went and put in the email address. So I'm just
What's your
going.
code? Do we need to put the code in?
Yeah, so they're going to email you a code to
Oh.
finish setting up your account.
Oh, but I have an account already.
So yeah, so this is for people who don't have an account. I'm just
Okay.
quickly going
Okay.
through to show how to make an account.
Okay.
So
And I'm sorry to
I
ask the same question again, but I don't see anything on this screen that lets me make an account now. Am I supposed to?
if
Yeah.
you want, you can wait and just write down the steps I'm doing. Otherwise, you're just looking at the Zoom screen at the moment.
Yes,
So you have to hit the escape button to
right.
make the video smaller. And then you're going to bring up your internet browser. So whether it be
Oh,
Firefox,
okay.
Mozilla,
Yeah.
Microsoft Edge, yeah. And then you'll just go to facebook.com and just start doing what I was doing.
Got it.
This. So there are a bunch of different things that we can do. I'm not going to add a profile picture right now, but you can. It shows you how to start setting it up. But we definitely want to look at the privacy settings. So it gives you like a quick tutorial about tagging people and changing your settings. So we're going to hold on, I gotta move you guys out of the way. We're gonna go into our settings and privacy. So privacy checkup. So we can go in and check. And so if you guys, again, you can either be following along on your own. So just keep the video to the side and have Facebook up on the other side if you want to go through your privacy settings, or you can just jot down what I'm saying. And if I'm going too fast, please feel free to stop me, because what I think is slow might be too fast for you guys. And I don't want you guys to fall behind or get lost, okay?
All right, here's my very last question. Sorry to interrupt.
Good.
Is Katie definitely going to record this?
Yes, it's recording right now.
Okay,
So
because
we
otherwise, then we don't have to take as many notes. Okay,
Yes.
go ahead,
Yes,
thank
I can
you.
send you the recording later so you guys don't have, if you missed something, you can watch it again, okay?
Thank you.
No problem. Let me just make this a little bit bigger so I can actually see people. Okay, so first we're going to just check up on our privacy settings. First, who can see what I share? It's up to you what you want. So this is what you'll see right now. People can see my email, but the only people who can see my email are my friends. I can change that to only me if I don't want my friends to see my email. It's again up to you what you want people to see. So, or you can do custom where you choose particular people in your friends list. Like, I don't know, maybe you have a family member you want to keep in touch with, but you don't want them emailing you all the time. You can put their name down and you don't have to, they won't be able to see your email, but they could still talk to you on Facebook. So it's up to you what you want to do. So I'm going to leave mine on friends. If you want, you can make it public. It's up to you. I personally wouldn't suggest it, but maybe you want, I don't know, anyone to be able to find you and just send you an email. Or if you're starting a business or something, or you want to just have people contact you for some reason, you can make it public. I personally, when in doubt, just leave it on your friends or only me. But it's up, again, it's up to you. So I'm gonna leave it on friends. And again, like I said, birthday. If you don't want people to know when your birthday is, you can change that. This gives you a slightly, gives you a little bit more options. You can have it be friends of friends. So if, for instance, you have a friend that you haven't seen in a while, but they're friends with somebody else, and they're looking at your profile and wanting, just checking to make sure it's you, and they want to add you, you can have friends of friends. see your birthday. So you're not necessarily friends with them, but if they're friends with one of your friends already, they can see your birthday. Or you can leave it as friends, only me, custom, or public. So it's up to you what you want to do. Same with the year. If you don't want people to know, because Facebook will, next to your birthday, put your age. If you don't want people knowing your age, you can leave it as only me. So they'll only see the month and day. If you want, if you don't care if people know how old you are, you can leave it as friends. There was friends of friends as an option before, but it disappeared. Or you can make it public. It's up to you what you want to do. And again, you can make it custom. So, and then anybody have any questions? real
Yeah,
quick?
the lady that was speaking, her email came up on my profile information. I don't know how that happened. FGEROL.
It came
So,
up on your profile. Are you looking at the video screen or are you looking at your own?
I don't know. It just says profile information.
Yeah, so this is my screen. So I'm
That's-
just showing, I made a
that's you.
sample
Oh, okay.
account. So what you're seeing is what
Oh.
I'm sharing
Oh,
for you.
that's you. Okay, I just want to know, like, whoever set this up for me, like, I got friends that I don't even, like, most of them I don't know. I don't know how to get
Mhm.
rid of them. Just delete them if they come up? Can I just delete them? Or it
Yeah,
says
so you can
follow?
go through,
or
yeah,
follow.
it's possible. You can go through your friends. Let me just double check before I tell you the
Yeah,
wrong thing. So I don't have any friends on this account because I just made it.
oh, good.
So I'm
Mhm.
gonna,
I have that same situation. I keep getting things from friends of friends that I
Yeah.
don't want.
Exactly, right?
And I don't know how to
It-
get rid of it.
and it
There's
goes
no
on and
delete
on.
button or anything.
okay, so I will, during the question and answer part, we'll go over that and I'll show you, like, tell you step by step how to, what it probably is that it's showing up on your feed, right? Like when
Right.
you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go through how to fix that. But let me just real quick finish the privacy settings.
Yeah,
And then we'll go through how to delete friends if you don't want them. Or how to stop seeing friends of friends posts. Okay,
right, right.
all right. So real quick, okay, so for another privacy setting, like if you don't want people to know who you're friends with, you can change that as well. So right now, the default is that anybody in the world, if they look up your name and they go to your profile, they will see your friends list on your
Yeah,
profile.
yeah,
So you can change that to just friends, or you can have the custom one where it's like don't show to certain friends. You can have only specific friends, like only show. Oh, okay. So friends except, so you don't want it, like if you don't want people to know you're friends with one person, you can hide that from the public, hide them specifically. Or you can show specific friends and hide everybody else. Or you can change it to just yourself who can see your friends, or you can have it be anybody except certain people can see it. So I personally would just leave it as friends. I don't want the public knowing who I'm friends with, because then that might put my friends who don't want to be seen.
right.
And it's a lot of work to go through individually and exclude people. So I would leave it on friends. And then same with see what like celebrities or pages or lists you follow. It's again default, it's on public. So I personally would change it to friends. But it's the same options. You can make it only me, you can make it specific friends can only see it. Certain friends can't, stuff like that.
Okay, so if you and I were friends and I didn't want my name to show up to anybody you're friends with, do I have to tell you, take my name off of your list, or I can control that?
You cannot control it. You would have to ask the person specifically
Okay,
to say, I don't want to be able to see it. But again, the way people can find you, we're gonna change like settings where you can have only certain, like friends of friends can't find you, but like it's kind of it's somewhere in the settings where it makes it harder for people to find you. But again, most people aren't going to look for people unless they are specifically looking for them and they know you.
Yeah.
So it should be fine, but we'll hopefully get there. So then this is just who can see your posts and your stories and your past posts. So if you don't want the public to see your posts, at least it's automatically defaulted. So like if you post something, only your friends are going to see it. You have to specifically change your post if you want it to be visible to anybody who is not friends with you, or who can like just see it anywhere. Like they don't even have to have a Facebook to be able to see that post. So it's defaulted to friends. I would leave it as friends unless you want to make like a public statement about like something you want feel very strongly about. But again, it's up to you guys what you want to do. I would leave it on friends. Same with stories. Stories are kind of like you can take a picture and you post it up and it'll be up for 24 hours. Whereas a post will be there until you delete it, or yeah, it will stay up on your wall pretty much your timeline the entire time. Whereas stories, they're only visible for 24 hours. And then they will disappear. So some people might do let's say a birthday story, like a birthday story. You can send a happy birthday to somebody's story. So for their entire birthday, it'll just be a bunch of things that say happy birthday to that person whose birthday it is, something like that. And then you can limit your past posts, which is basically anyone tagged in the post and their friends can still see them. But you really don't have to worry about that at this point. Limit is a good thing to leave it on. And then if you have certain people you don't want to see you or your posts or anything you're tagged in, you can add them to your blocked list. So if there's certain people that you just no longer talking to or have given you trouble, and you don't want to hear anything from them or have them see anything about you, you can look up their name and specifically add them to your blocked people, so they will never be able to see what you post, what you're tagged in. Like if they're friends with one of your friends, but you don't want them to see you, they can't see it. So this is just for anybody who doesn't want people to find them, specific people. And it won't tell them that you've blocked them, because that could cause issues for some people. So it won't tell them that you blocked them. They'll think that, you two are like, it's just that you haven't posted anything or you're not sharing anything. All right, so this is all set. Let's view another topic. How to keep your account secure. You can change your password this way. Don't try not to choose a password that you have anywhere else. It's kind of the standard stuff. One thing I would definitely suggest, do the 2-factor authentication for Facebook. I know a lot of people whose Facebooks have been hacked. And if you turn on your 2-factor authentication, anytime you or someone else tries to log into your account on an unrecognized computer. So let's say if some people I know have been hacked from Canada. If all of a sudden someone's trying to access your account in Canada, Facebook's going to recognize this doesn't look right. And they're going to ask them they're going to send you a code and say, if this is you, here's your code, use it to log in. That will prevent somebody from logging into your account later. So I would definitely set this up so you have a second layer of protection so your account does not get hacked. I don't know why it's being slow. So for you who want to set it up, for some reason it's not loading very well. So I would definitely set this up. Let me just, yeah, I don't know if it's just my internet connection here, but I would definitely suggest you all do this part of the security settings. And then you can turn on alerts when somebody tries to log in. I would suggest turning on all or at least your email and Facebook. So if you're logged into Facebook on a Facebook app or something, or you're logged on your computer, it'll send you a notification. Hey, did you try logging in here? And then it will give you steps to help remedy what's going on. You can also, if you have Messenger downloaded on your phone, it will give you a alert on that as well. So here, how people can, this is what we were talking about, how people can find you on Facebook. So this, if you don't want, it's automatically set to anybody in the world can send you a friend request on Facebook. If you don't want people to find you, limit it to friends of friends. So if you're already friends with that person, a friend of them can add you, but nobody can send you a friend request if you're not friends with someone they're friends with. If that makes sense to everybody. That's only if you just, you're really worried about your security and you don't want random people sending you friend requests and being bombarded and all that. And then, so people can also look you up by your phone number or email that you provided. It's already automatically set to everyone. I would honestly have nobody look at you up by email or phone, but that's up to you how you want to do it. If that person has your email and can't seem to find you because you have a common name and you're just somewhere in the list, you can leave it to friends of friends or friends of friends or whatever you want to do. But I mean, people don't need to really look you up by phone number or email. But again, it's up to you how you want to do it. And then here's the last one. Google can look up, if somebody looks up your name on Google, they can link people to your Facebook account. It's automatically set up that way. I would turn it off, in my opinion. It told me something here. There you go. I would turn it off because I don't want people finding me on Google. Through, like, I don't want them finding my Facebook, at least through Google. So it's up to you guys if you want to leave that or not. I would turn it off, in my opinion. And then there's two more. Do you guys want to go through the data settings and the app preferences, or do you think you're good with just these for now?
Please do the data
Let's do the data. Okay.
and the ad. Yes.
Okay, we'll do all of it. All right. So, okay, so here are, so this is to basically showing you what apps and websites from other companies have used Facebook to log in. You've used Facebook to log into. So let's say you're on a website that needs an account and it gives you the option to log in through your Facebook account. This is what it's basically talking about. I'm trying to think of what uses a Facebook account. I know there's a crochet website that I have an account with that gives you an option to log in through your Facebook account. So it would show up here. And then if you decide you don't want them to have access to your Facebook account, or if you want to just make a regular account and not have it connected to your Facebook anymore, you can remove it here. So that's all that is. And then lastly is your ad preferences on Facebook. So they're basically, they're personalized based on your cookies on your computer. So whenever you look something up on your computer, it stores that information on your computer, and Facebook then accesses that and sends you ads based on what you've looked at in the past, to make it more personalized to you. So it's not sending you, let's say, it's not sending you children toy ads when you have no children or grandchildren. So it makes it more specific for you. That's why if you have a Facebook and you just happen to look up, let's say, diamond rings for the fun of it, because you just want to look up some, and all of a sudden you see ads on Facebook for different diamond rings, and different, that is why it's doing that.
Oh,
Because
God.
it's seeing what you've looked at, and it's making the ads personalized for you, so you can say, hey, that looks pretty cool. Maybe I'll check that out. Do it that way.
So Amazon does the same thing?
Amazon, yes, yeah. A lot of websites use your cookies to make things more personalized for you. So there's two ways to kind of get rid of that. We'll go through Facebook, and I'll just quickly show you. You can always, if one thing I've also learned, here's a little trick. If you're looking up something expensive on your
Yeah.
computer,
Yeah.
websites will start to show you more expensive things, and prices might look different than, let's say, if you looked up cheaper items or you didn't look up the expensive things at all. So I would suggest, if you're going to look up something expensive, go into, most web browsers have an incognito mode. So the cookies can't track what you're looking at. And then Facebook and all these other apps, websites can't see what you've looked at in the past, and won't change the prices or what you're looking at based on the expensive things you looked at, and you'll get a more fair base price for things. It's something I learned a little while ago. So anytime I want to look up something expensive, I'm looking it up on incognito mode. So here are just like the settings. So some, as I said, some advertisers try to reach certain people by using what they've provided on their profiles. So like your relationship status, maybe you'll get an ad for, like, let's say if, I don't know, I'm going to make this completely up, divorce, or it's complicated, they might suggest marriage counseling or like couples counseling, and they'll have ads for that. So you can turn that off. If you put, like, because when you set up your account, you can put, your school, your employer, like where you work and stuff, all like that. So it might, if you say, like, you work at a fast food restaurant, maybe they'll start advertising stuff related to that. So you would turn that off. Job title, turn that off. Education, you went to Harvard, maybe they'll start suggesting medical journals or law journals, and they'll turn that off. You can do that. It's all automatically set to on. It's up to you if you want to leave it on or not, because maybe you want to see these medical journals, maybe you want to see these counseling ads. Is up to you. So, okay. So social interactions are likes and follows, comments, shares, and app usage, check-ins, all this stuff. So if, like, let's say you commented or you liked something someone shared that was, let's say, see, like it's showing you this, I liked this page. So it will show me stuff related to it. And it might say, okay, like, hey, your friend Faith here has liked this page, maybe you'll like it too. So this is just basically saying who can see it. So if you like this page and you don't want people to see that you liked it, you can have it as only me, or you can leave it as your friends. So it's like that. Just real quick, another way to just make sure that nobody, this is semi not related to Facebook. If you don't want, let's see, you don't want Facebook to use your cookies, you can clear your cookies, and you can change the, and this is on Google Chrome at least, you can change, like, let's say you looked at diamond rings in the past hour and you don't want Facebook to now start advertising diamond rings to you, you can clear the cookies that it collected about you looking, so you can uncheck the browsing history and the cached items, clear the cookies, and so Facebook can't track that you looked at diamond rings the past hour or the past 24 hours or in the last 7 days or just at all. So that's one way to also control what Facebook is showing you. Let me just think.
Would you go back to that last screen, please?
Yes, this one?
Yes, I'm taking a picture of the thing. No, the one after that.
Before.
That's it, thank you. I find that taking a picture helps.
Okay.
You said that you went under Chrome under the settings, correct?
Yeah, so if you're using Chrome, which is the one I like using, you go to the 3 dots. Mozilla Fox has their settings in the side as well.
Mm-hmm.
You just go to settings.
Okay.
I think Mozilla also does it, but you can search the settings. So if you don't want to have to scroll through looking for it, you just type in cookies. It'll bring it up to the top. It highlights it. You can, you know, block, allow all cookies. You can block certain cookies. You can do all that. Or what I just showed you was how to clear it.
Okay.
Some sites do.
Excuse me, could you tell me exactly what a cookie is?
A cookie is basically a way that they track what you're looking at, what a website tracks what you're looking at. I don't know a better way to explain it. Let's see.
Oh, so it's a tracking device.
Basically,
More or less.
basically, yeah. So here's what it's saying. It's an HTTP. So it's basically a small piece of data stored on the user's computer by the web browser. They're designed to be a reliable mechanism for websites to remember stateful information or to record the user's browsing activities. So hold on, move this out of the way. It's just basic, like, let's say if you stored you go to a website frequently and you say, remember me when you log in, the cookie is what remembers you. So it's what keeps you logged in. So if you clear your cookies and cache, that might also log you out of some of the websites that you have kept yourself logged into, so you don't have to log in a bunch of times. But it's also used to remember kind of what you're looking at, and that's what Facebook and Amazon look at to help provide more specialized information, like specialized merchandise or specialized ads that related to you to get you looking at more things.
So would you suggest that we don't click the remember me and we just simply go back every so often? You know, like,
It's up to you. I use the remember me because I don't want to have to log in a whole bunch of times. It's not like it's saving, storing your password and making your password accessible to anybody. It's just making it more convenient for you. So nobody's going to see your login or anything. Like Facebook won't be able to see that I'm logged into this other website and see my username and password and stuff like that. So it's up to you. If you want it to be more convenient for yourself, you can just do the remember me, especially if it's something like you've logged in a couple times and you just can't for the life of you remember the password you used for that one, and you don't want to have to try to remember every single time. You just do the remember me. Again, it's up to you. I personally use it on my own personal devices. I would definitely never hit remember me on public laptop, like public computers, or something that other people will use. But if it's your personal device, you can leave remember me on. But again, it's up to you.
thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. I guess
Faith?
let's look at, yes.
Can you show us how you got into that Chrome settings? Is that a simple thing?
Yeah. So you see on my screen up here in the corner, these 3 dots.
Oh,
No,
where are you? Oh,
No,
yeah,
where
yeah,
are you?
yeah. I see it. Uh-huh.
Right here. It's next to, like, I don't,
Oh.
if you're logged into a
Oh.
Gmail account, it'll have your initial or your profile picture.
Mhm.
So you see these 3 dots, you click on that, this drop down menu will come in, and you just go to where it says settings. It's the 3rd one from the bottom, and it brings you to the settings page for Google Chrome. Google Chrome, if you want, you can store your passwords. So like, oops. Okay. Have a good time, Diane. We'll miss you already. All right. So yeah. So like, if you can't remember your passwords, you can store them here. But a bunch of different. If you can't remember what you're looking for, or you're trying to look for something specific, like I don't want to scroll. Again, you can type in the top cookies or browsing history. Hold on. Sorry. The keyboard is different for me. It will, or it might be too specific. You can just look up what you're looking for to make it easier for you. So here.
Faith, I'm still unclear where those 3 dots were. I saw that it was on the right. Where does it come up? What is the
So-
origin of the 3 dots?
You mean like, what do you mean?
You said I asked how to get to Chrome settings.
Mhm.
What is the origin of it? You punch in Chrome settings?
No. So you're in Chrome, right? You don't even have to open a new tab. You just go to, you see the address bar at the top here, right?
Yes,
And then you see this little icon here, that's normally your Gmail account. And then right next to it, there's these three dots, right? So you click on that and this drop down menu comes down. And the third from the bottom is the settings tab. So you click
I
on,
see. I'm not looking at it because I have the people's faces here.
You
okay.
do?
So that's why I don't see it.
So you don't see what I'm sharing right now?
I only see privacy checkup and then I see Nancy Moore and all the faces. How do I get?
Okay. All right, so there's two ways. You can either click on their faces and drag them to the other side of the computer.
I
or
did that. Okay,
that-
I just did that. Thank you.
Okay. Otherwise, you can also hit the escape button and it'll shrink everything down and you'll see my entire screen and the people's faces will be on the side out of the way, not covering anything of my screen.
Okay,
You do
thank you.
that
So,
way.
so if we can go back just 1 second, if I'm on Facebook, like you are, then I go to the three little dots on the right?
Yep, you click that, drops down this menu, and you'll see settings right here.
Ah, thank you.
And then it'll bring you to the settings page.
Great.
Interesting. A lot of work. A lot to
All
know.
right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you guys, I think we have a couple more, we're kind of doing the question and answers at the same time. Do you guys want to
Mm.
look at how to find people first, or what do you want to look at next?
Can I ask
I
Lose
want to get,
people.
I'd like to know how to get rid of people. I keep
Yeah,
getting all these
you lose
notifications, people I don't want.
Right.
Okay.
Me too.
All right, so we'll
So
do
what do we
that
do?
first. Is that okay with you, Sally?
Yes, it is. Can I just ask a quick question though?
Yeah.
If you put an inaccurate birth date when you check in, you said that's not a good idea. Can you tell me why that's not a good idea?
Because
it
there's
could
somebody
be-
else.
So part of the reason is like when you're trying to log in and maybe you forgot your password, there are a couple ways to recover your password. Sometimes it will have like a security question of when's your birthday. So if you put in the wrong birthday and you can't remember what it was, that could cause you some problems. It shouldn't be too bad because most times they'll just send you a code to your email address or to the cell phone number that you put in, especially if you have the two-factor authentication set up. But I would personally, I would just put the your actual birthday in just in case. Otherwise, you might lose access to your account. If
Okay.
like say Facebook locked you out because you couldn't remember what your birthday was.
But
They
if,
Yeah.
but
can
if,
think, oh, this
but
is
if you,
someone else.
but if you do remember your fake birthday, there's no problem then, right?
Yeah, there's no problem then.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so let's see.
How to lose people.
How to lose people.
Get rid of people that keep popping up.
All right, so since I don't have friends, all right, let me think. I don't have friends on this account. So first,
Right.
here's where you would find friends, or you can search Facebook for people or places. So you would just look up, for the fun of it, let's look up. Hold on.
Can I ask a question about that?
Mhm.
Are you talking about friends that you may like or you may know, like those suggestions? Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
So yeah,
Okay,
so
What I
Sure.
do is that I put remove every time I see it.
yeah, so what you can do, so again, I don't have any friends. So this is how you would search friends. You would just do this and you can add. I don't have any friends on this account and I don't want to, I don't know who to add as a sample because it would just, so I'm gonna just use my phone real quick. Let's say you're on Facebook, you can go to your friends. Actually, yeah, so you can go to your friends and you'll see a whole list of them. You would go, there would be 3 dots next to it, next to the friend,
Yeah.
and it will give you, like, I'm gonna try to show you, it says, you can message them, You can unfollow, which means you won't see their posts anymore. So if you're seeing a whole bunch of posts from one of your friends that you just don't want to see it because it's not something you agree with, or you think it's dumb and you don't want it, you can unfollow them and it'll stop showing up in your feed. So that's one way.
Who's this?
Another way, you can block them so they won't be able to see or contact you at all anymore on Facebook. And then
No,
the other,
I'm sorry, I don't. I'm on a Zoom call, so I can't talk to you now.
I hear you.
so you can block them, like as you see here, or you can unfriend them, and then they can still see you, but you're just not friends with them anymore, and they'll notice that you're not friends with them anymore. With blocking people, you can block them so you don't see them anymore, they don't see you anymore, but they don't realize that you blocked them. So they just think you just disappeared. So it's up to you what you want to do. So you can
Now,
go to,
how do you refriend somebody?
so if you blocked them, you would have to first unblock them. So like you saw in the settings, you can, where is it? There was a block feature. Hold on. Okay, so here's blocking. So you would go to, just real quick, normally your picture would be here. You go to settings, and then you just hit regular settings, and then you'll see blocking here. This shows you how to, like, you can block users, and then you can unblock them. So you look up their name, and you would be able to unblock them. But again, I don't have anybody on here. So I see you can edit the list, and you would be able to unblock or restrict access. If you just simply unfriended them, you just go back, look them up, and you can just add them as a friend again.
But
And you just click this symbol.
I have a question. I'm just looking through my iPad about a friend that I had unfriended. But then she kept sending me messages, so I want to refriend her. But I look at her name. I don't see any place that says refriend or take away. I don't see it. When I look into friends, I got her name.
Okay. So when you click on her profile, it doesn't show you where you can add her again.
No, I'm looking at it. I don't know how to do it.
Do you mind holding it up to the camera so I can see what you're seeing? Okay, so what does that blue button say underneath it? It just says message?
What blue button? Oh, message, yes.
Yes. Was there a 3 dots option on
Yes,
the,
there's a three dots.
so hit the 3 dots, it should be there.
I don't know. It says see friendship support. It doesn't really click anything. Nothing has been clicked.
Okay, hit see friendship then. Let's see. I
It
can't,
says I have 5 mutual friends with her.
okay, let's see. So on Facebook. Okay, okay, I'm just checking. All right, so
Yeah, it is. How to refriend somebody.
yeah,
Go to.
you would, oops. Can you still see it? Or did I accidentally? Here, hold on, I'll bring this back so you guys are knowing. Okay, so yeah, you're already on their account. Let's just see. You said there isn't an add friend button.
No, I don't see it.
Did you by any chance? No, you wouldn't have blocked them.
I don't know what I did. In fact, I don't think I did it. It was my daughter who did it for me. To
Okay.
unfriend. But then I don't know how to refriend because she keeps sending me messages, and I figured, well, I might as well. Because
Yeah, I'm just trying to see.
she posts 3-4 times a day, and it was driving me nuts.
Well, okay, so maybe you didn't unfriend them. Can you still see everything they're posting on Facebook?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore? Okay, so
But she
then,
did contact me for my birthday.
okay. I think I'm gonna look this up more. And I'll talk about it next class.
Okay.
Because I have to do some more research into that, because that's strange that it's doing that.
Mhm.
Hold on one second. Yeah, so I will definitely look into that for you.
Thank you. Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing that.
Okay, now there is one other thing. Somebody that I had accepted by accident, and then
Yeah.
I tried to unfriend, and every single time I still get things like friends of friends, and apparently today is his birthday, and Facebook sent me this is his birthday, but I won't have nothing to do with that person.
Okay,
Because I don't know that person.
so what you can do is you can add them to your blocked list. So like I was showing before, so you go to your settings,
Okay,
go
let
to
me
settings again. And then you should see an option for blocking. It's under public posts.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Oh, I see. I go to next to my name and I look to setting.
Yep.
And then what else do I do? Security? No.
No,
Personal.
it should say regular. So you go to settings and privacy, and then it should say settings.
It says account setting, privacy. Okay, private setting.
It should just be regular general settings
Your
is what you should do. So try account settings. Let me just look on my phone because it might be different.
account setting. It says personal information, translation for post and payment.
Yeah, no, so what I'm not, I don't know, I don't have an iPad with me. I'm using my phone. So like
Okay,
if I go,
my phone. Let me take my phone to use it. Maybe we can do better.
yeah,
My son set up also Facebook and my iPad, but let me do it on my phone. Okay. So you want me to put, oops. I don't know what to put.
all right, so you're on Facebook on your phone?
Yeah, I'm in my Facebook and my phone, but I don't know where to go for the setting.
Okay, so for settings, you see those 3 lines at the top right here on the corner underneath the message icon, next to the notification icon? This one right here?
It says
If
live.
you have an iPhone, it's on the bottom.
Oh yeah, on the bottom. Yes, I see the 3
Yeah,
line.
sorry. Yeah, I have a Droid, so it's different, but this page will be the same. So it says menu at the top, right? Now that you click those 3 lines.
Yes.
Now scroll down, and then you'll see where it says see more, help and support, and then settings and privacy, right?
See
On the
more
bottom.
help. Okay, setting and privacy. Yes.
Okay, so you go to settings and privacy.
Okay.
You click settings.
And then what else do I do? Privacy shortcut?
No, so you went and hit you hit just regular settings. You see where it says settings?
Yes,
Now you're going to scroll down, and under privacy, you'll see an option for blocking.
Blocking. I see blocking and privacy basis. So blocking. Okay.
Yeah. So you can add to your blocked list. You click that and you type in that person's name.
Okay. I have to go
And
back to figure it out the name of that person.
Yeah, and I think you can just copy and paste it from the profile into there, and you won't see anything from them anymore. You like if somebody tags him in something, you won't see it. You won't get notifications for his birthday. You won't get anything related to him, and they won't see anything related to you.
Okay, very good. I see it. I just did it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Faith, could you tell us what the difference is between a notification and a message?
Sure. So a notification, all right, so I'll show you on my computer here. This is a notification over here. So you'll click it and you'll see stuff like, okay, you turned on your login notification. Welcome to Facebook. You'll also see if you're following a page, it'll send you notifications when that page makes an update. If it's one of your friends' birthdays, it will notify you about their birthday. If you made a post, it will notify you if somebody liked it or if they commented on it. So you would go here to look at something that, like if they commented, you would click on it and it'll bring you to their comment and you can respond to them. A message is when somebody can basically, hold on, let me go back to, a message is when somebody would send you a message privately. So instead of posting on your wall, they'll send you a message like, hey, how are you doing? And then you guys can talk. So that would be right here, and that's what they call Messenger. And it will pop up here on the bottom. You would talk to someone over here. For next time, I'll make like another sample Facebook account so I can show you what like messaging looks like in rooms. So it'll pop up here like this, kind of like if I had friends, I would select somebody and then it'll look like this. It'll have the chat and the person's name, and you can type down here a message to them. So you would be able to talk to them privately and no one else is able to see it unless you made a group message where it's like 2 or more people. So you want to talk to 2 people, like let's say your son and daughter or your grandchildren. You want to talk to just them and you don't want anybody else to see what you're saying. That's how you would talk to them, and only they would be able to see it.
So you move to Messenger in that place.
Yeah, so basically
Okay.
it would be like Messenger, yes. So if you also have it down, like you can download Messenger on your phone or your iPad, and it will pop up on your screen and you'll get a notification. You can just talk to them. But that's the difference between a notification and a message. Notification is just telling you that someone posted something, or it's someone's birthday, or someone said something to you. A messenger is someone trying to talk to you privately.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Are there any other questions?
Yeah, I wrote it down. Let me take a look to see where I can get it. All right. How do you post pictures, and then how do upload pictures? Because I joined a walking group, and the leader said to me, post a picture in the group. I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't do it.
Okay, so there's a couple ways you can do it. If you're doing it from your computer, this is how you would do it. You would be either on the main page, or you can go onto your profile, and you will see here it says what's on your mind, and you can do live video. You can write what's on your mind. You can live video, photo, or video. So you would be able to, I don't even know what I'm showing. So it would do that, and it will pull up your computer file, and you can select the photo from your computer and stuff like that. And that's how you would post it. Or let's say you're on your phone, you can go to your pictures app, and let's say I want to share this picture, right? So what I would do is you would, however you normally hit share. So I have what looks like, most of them look like this. It's a little 3 circles connected by a line. You click that. And then you have the option from there to share to Facebook. You see
Okay.
So you would click that. Mine gives me an option. I can either set it as a profile picture, I can share it as on my news feed, or put in my story. So you would want to put it in your news feed, and then it will bring it to your news feed, and then you can write whatever you want up here on the top, right? And then you would just hit post here
But
at the top.
if you put on the news feed, do you have to look for that group?
So if you want to post it specifically to the group, you would look to the group.
Okay.
You would look for the group, and then it will have the same kind of look as this. You'll see all the posts over here, that other group members have posted, and you would see this as well. And it's the same thing on like the Facebook app. You would go to the group, and then you'll see this. Basically, you just won't see this side, you'll see this on your screen, and you'll be able to do the same thing. It'll have the same options. It'll have like the little live video icon, photo, or life event, and you can share it that way as well.
That gets complicated. But I will
Yeah.
try and go back and write down again more things for the next class.
Yeah, so if we look at it here, this is basically what it would look like. Right here,
Mhm.
see, it says say what's on your mind, and then
Yeah.
it'll show like this is the photo thing right here. So
Mhm.
you would tap that, and it'll bring up all your photos, and then you can choose what you want to share and do it that way.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thanks. But I will have to try it first, and before I really feel comfortable, I'll try it with my daughter or sister.
Sure. All right, and then I had a question from Diana, how to delete a Facebook page. So Diana, do you mean how to like delete your account, or how to delete a page from something like you liked a page and you don't want to see their stuff anymore? Okay, so you want to know how to delete your account? So you would go here into your account. Let me just minimize this. Let me just, because I've never had to do it, so I believe it's in settings. You go to settings again. Let me get rid of this. Move you guys over here. This is going to be a little experimenting for me as well.
Hi, I'm sorry, but my grandkids are in there. I had to come outside. What happened is I don't use Facebook. Only one time my daughter did a page for her own purpose and I deleted. Then not too long ago, I was trying to sign on to a library program and they said I had to do it through Facebook. So Facebook came up and I thought it was just for the library and I put my email. And I think I have an account, which because people started popping up from my job and everything. And I want to make sure I don't have a Facebook page.
Okay, so, but, so you don't want,
Uh-huh.
is it that you just don't want anybody to see your account, like see you on Facebook? Or you just don't want one in general? Because if you're gonna have another library program where you need a Facebook account, you'll have to make another one.
Right. So that's why I said, because I was at an appointment and I have the grandkids and I really can't participate the way that I usually do to learn from your grade class. So I'm going to have to, you have another class like in 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, so I will sign up for that. But I mean, I don't know if I could give you my email and you could see if you find my account. Well, am I able to do that or how do I go about it?
Well,
To
okay,
see
so,
if it's private.
all right, so yeah, definitely next class you'll want to, so I'm gonna just look up your name, if you don't mind. I can stop.
No, I don't mind. But the thing is, I'm outside before the grandkids grab me.
Okay. Well, do you see yourself here?
Do
But
I
there's
see
a lot of Diana Colon.
Yeah, so do you see yourself here or no?
Jesus, I don't have my glasses, Lord.
So we'll look at it another time, but I think it's fine. But just so if you really want to delete your page, this is here. Let me show you real quick how to do it. You would go into your settings like we did before, but this time you'll look for your Facebook information. You'll click on that, and at the very bottom, you can either deactivate or you can permanently delete your account. So there's a difference.
Okay.
So if you want to be able to use your account again for another library program, like you said you needed to, you can deactivate your account and then you can later just re-log in and reactivate it for that specific thing. So when you're not using it, it's deactivated, nobody can find you, nothing. Deleting your account is permanent. It's a new feature for Facebook.
Okay.
So you can actually just delete everything. It will be gone, all your messages, as you see, like you won't be able to retrieve any content. So like if you shared something on Facebook and if you don't have that picture anymore and you want that picture, deleting it, you'll lose it.
Yeah, I
So-
don't have none of that. I don't have any of
Yeah,
that.
so then you could, if you delete your account, you would delete it completely, and then if you ever need Facebook again, you have to sign up all over again. Deactivating it is temporary, and you can re-log in and reactivate your account for when you need it. And then when you
Okay.
don't want to use it. So I would probably suggest deactivating rather than deleting and having to create a new one
Right.
all over again.
Right, because when I tried like another time to look at a parade, they were giving like a 4th of July parade, and I had to sign on through Facebook. And like I tried to do that, and they were asking me for a picture to verify it, but I didn't know actually, how to do it. But this time was another very good program, and then I noticed when I just put my email, and I noticed that all these people from my job started, and I freaked out, and I think I tried to put it, I don't know what's going on really. So that's why, like, can you give me your email so I could take a picture of the Facebook and send it to you? Is that possible?
Let
Or
me
should I just wait for the class?
just wait for the next class so I can talk with my bosses about what we should do about it, okay?
Exactly, what's allowed in terms,
Yeah.
what's allowed, because then I found one picture of myself with my grandchild, because if you Google my name, you don't see any pictures or anything, because I'm very private, and social media it could be great, and it also cannot be great. So I don't want to be involved in that. But when this happened, a picture of me with my grandson that he was 4 years old popped up, and I said, oh my God, there was never any picture of me. So I wanted to discuss all that with you, but unfortunately today, I had to help out with the grandkids, and I couldn't sign on because we got back late, and then I didn't even know that the microphone was on, and the kids were on the phone, and I said, oh my God, I gotta run outside and let her know.
I just have to listen to this for a little bit.
Okay, so next time we'll just do like a quick refresher in the beginning of class about security settings, because we can also do it that way, so nobody in the public can see anything related to you, and that way you can still keep your account. If you decide otherwise, you can also just deactivate your account. And
Okay, thank you.
okay,
Okay, thank you once again.
Don't put it on me.
no problem. All right, so we have about 10 more minutes, I believe, right, Katie?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So I just want to double check. Is there any other questions or anything specifically you want me to show you in these last 10 minutes? And then we can also discuss what you guys want to look at more closely in the next class as well.
With the
Yeah.
with the Facebook, you had their live. You had 3 choices.
Yes.
Posting. What was the live one?
So the live one, I don't know if you've ever seen, let's say for example, okay, so that lawmaker that got in trouble the other day for storming the Capitol building, what he did was he did Facebook Live. So what Facebook Live is, you're recording, but people can see it live as it's happening, as opposed to you're recording a video and then posting it later. Live, people can look and they can comment live on what you're doing, and you can read, and then you can, like, let's say,
Comment.
yeah, like I have a friend who does concerts live on Facebook. So you can, let's say, request a song live, like, hey, can you play this song next? And they can look at it and say, yeah, sure, I'll play this. Or you can just make a comment or anything like that. You can make a reaction, but everything is live as opposed to you posting it again. You recording everything and then posting it later. There's no interaction.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
I have a question, Faith.
Sure.
I just went into my Facebook and it said, your conversations are moving to Messenger. Soon you'll only be able to view your messages from Messenger. What does that mean? And then it says install.
It said install, you said?
Yes, at the bottom, I could show you.
Okay. Are you on your phone or are you on the computer?
I'm on the computer with you and I just went into Facebook on my phone.
Okay. So what All right, so probably if it was on the computer, what it means is there used to be a way where you can look at all of your messages on Facebook. What they're doing is they're moving it to Messenger, so it's going to move to the app as opposed to being able to view it specifically on on Facebook. But I mean, everything's really already on Messenger, so I'm like, personally, I don't know why, like what the difference is, because it's already on Messenger, but I guess Facebook's doing something a little bit different, or you might have an older version of it. If it's on your phone, if you don't have Messenger downloaded on your phone, you won't be able to see the messages through the Facebook app anymore. So that could be what it is referring to, is that you have to download the Messenger app separately. So if someone's talking to you privately, you won't be able to see it unless you go on to your computer or if you have the app downloaded.
And if I have you're saying unless I have that app downloaded on my phone.
Yeah, so you should still be able to see it on Facebook, like the web browser. That shouldn't be much different. If it was specifically through your phone, what they're saying is you would have been able to see, without having to download the Messenger app, you would have been able to see the messages coming to you. Now you have to download the app because they're getting rid of that feature on the Facebook app.
So there's no harm in installing it.
No, I have it downloaded as well. So like it will look like, let me just show you what it looks like. This is what the Messenger app looks like.
I see. I don't even know if I have a Facebook app on my phone, so I should check and see if I have that, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't need it because you can still look through on the browser. Like if you look if you have Google Chrome downloaded on your phone,
It's
you can still
from the
look through that
library.
way.
It's a program I signed up for and forgot about.
So, sorry, hold on one second. Ginger, yeah, okay. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so you could look through it on the browser, no problem. But if you want to download the app instead, there are some more features on the app, and it's more user friendly than using the web browser on your phone.
And is it free?
Yes, they're both free. You don't have to pay.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
There is one question on the chat box. I don't know if you want to answer it next week. The question is how to delete the account.
Oh yeah, no, I was addressing that earlier. So I'm gonna have to finish addressing that next week.
Yes, okay.
Thank you, Katie.
Do we have to sign in for next week, or are we automatically signed in for next week, for 2 weeks?
Daddy, when you sign up, if you choose 2 classes, that means you sign up for the next class as well.
Oh, I didn't know I had 2 choices. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you didn't do it, then you have to go back to sign up for the next class as well.
The next class is a repeat of this one or continuation?
It's going to be more of a continuation. I'm just going
Okay.
to do a brief review in the beginning, and then we'll talk more about Messenger, how to do rooms, how to look at, like you see over here, there's marketplace, events. We'll look at more stuff more specifically in Facebook. Today was just kind of like a brief introduction and any questions you really had. Next time we'll just do a little brief review, and then we'll go more deeper, like look at groups, marketplace, Messenger, and all that.
Could you talk about classes that are offered through Facebook? A couple of times I just don't even pay attention because I find it annoying because I don't know how to do it.
How to do the classes through Facebook?
Yeah, there's some classes that I see, and then they said, go to Facebook for that. And I thought, why can't they give me a simple thing? And I don't want to go to Facebook to do all of that. That's what I was just wondering.
I think I have an idea of what you're talking about, but let me look into it. And if maybe next time, so I can get the one more question, give me like an example so I can look it up. Or if you can send us an email and like send to the Tuckahoe Library email
Sure.
what it is specifically,
Okay,
like
I will
what
do
class
that.
specifically, so I can look into it.
Well, I'm thinking of something that passed, but I missed it because I didn't want to, I just didn't feel comfortable going into Facebook.
Okay. I still send it to me so that way I can look into it because it should still be present on
Yeah,
the
I'll send
Facebook.
it to you, Kitty. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
send it to Katie, and that way I can look into it for you and give you a better detailed description because we really only have
Okay.
2 minutes left.
Thanks.
Sally, you had a question?
Yes, well, I wanted you to give us homework,
Ah!
but instead of homework, there's a group that was brought to my attention. And how do you find that group? If I give you a specific name of a group, Friends and Fiction, it's about authors. How would I find that, please?
So you see where I'm typing right now? So like, hold on. So at the top, there was that search bar and I looked up Friends and Fiction. You can search, it will show you first the groups. So I don't know which one it is you're looking for.
It's the top
this is-
one. It's the top
Okay.
one, yes.
So you would do that, you would look, and then here's over here, you can join the group. You can also look at the group and anything that they have public, you can see. So like the discussion, you can see their events, and their media and all that stuff. So you can look at what they posted. If you want to join it, you can. But then you would also possibly be visible on members. So since it's a public group, you don't technically have to join the group to see everything. So it's up to you what you want to do in terms of privacy and all that.
So you don't have to join the group, but you can keep going in and you can see their archives, just as if you were a member of the
Yeah,
group?
if it's public, yeah, you would just have to continuously search it. The benefit of joining the group is that anytime they post something, you will be notified and you'll see it on your feed. So you don't have to sit here and say, I wonder if they posted anything today. So you can, if you join it, you'll get notified when they have new stuff, when they've posted something new.
I see. Is the library aware of this group, or does the library itself tell your patrons about certain Facebook groups? Or is that not something? Yeah.
I personally didn't know about it. That's more of a question for Katie.
Yeah.
So
Actually, library do have a Facebook page. If you search the Tuckahoe Public Library, you should be able to add the page to your, like the page, and then you should be able to receive the feeds from your,
Yeah.
you should be able to, yeah, the post from your feeds. Yes.
I think the question specifically was if we knew about this group in general and if we tell our patrons about it. I'm assuming we did not know about it. So no, but thank you. It looks like a very interesting group. We'll look into it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And thank you very much.
I have one last question, if I can, directed towards Katie. You said that if we didn't sign up for the second class, I'm looking at through my email and I don't see anything about the second class. So how would I go back in to make sure that I get in for the second class?
You just go, yeah, you
Sorry.
go to the library calendar and then look for the January 25th class, and then you sign up from there again.
You mean should log on to Tuckahoe Library?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. You connect to Tuckahoe Library website.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you go to the calendar.
Okay,
And
so then I'll just go on to the Tuckahoe Library website and then just.
That's right.
Okay,
Yes.
sounds good.
Really
Heidi.
appreciate everyone's
Heidi.
participation. Yes.
Hi, it's Ginger. I appreciate you sending out the reminder notice, but could you send it out earlier? Because I don't always look at my phone all the time. So if it came
Okay.
out like earlier in the morning, that would be advantageous, I think.
Yes, I think I sent twice today.
Yeah, you
One
did twice.
early morning, the other one is in the afternoon, but the afternoon one I sent it just right before the class.
Oh,
Yeah,
because I
sorry
didn't see
about
the
that.
Yeah,
earlier one
thank
this
you so
morning.
much for this, for reminding.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining the class, and thank you Space. You did a fantastic job. We are all amazed. And so next time, I know that everyone has a different question. So if you can see your question earlier, so we have some idea like what question that you might have, that would be great. That's why we send out the survey. So if you can have time to fill out the survey to give Faith the some kind of heads up so she can prepare better and assist everyone better. Yeah, so okay. Thanks
Okay.
everyone.
Thank you.
Is there
Thank you.
is there a number I can
Thank
get you at, Heidi? Because I'm looking at the calendar and next Monday, I forgot, it's Martin Luther King Day.
It should be.
Yeah,
the
it's next Monday, 20.
It's 2 weeks.
In
Yeah,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I
You're
hope I was able
welcome.
to answer most of your questions today, and I hope to see you next week.
Yeah, the program is recorded.
2 weeks from now.
Send out the link to everyone so you can review them.
Mhm. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Bye. Thank you, Faith. We'll see you later.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Nancy. Bye, Elaine. Thank you. Talk to you soon.